Hey there, and welcome to the Transform Fear into Confidence Challenge Celebration Wrap-Up Session. Now, I am your host for the challenge and for this recap, Chrissy Key Rollins, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited every time that I offer one of these challenges, every time I see people show up and participate, and it has been beyond inspiring to see the comments, the posts, the ahas, the takeaways, the breakthroughs, the tears of gratitude from the perspective shifts that I offer throughout this 5-day Transform Fear into Confidence Challenge. And I honor all of you who have taken the challenge on either this month or in the past. I honor you for making it all the way through. I honor you for starting it. I honor you for starting it, stopping it, and getting back to it. I just honor you for showing up, really following your internal guidance, and allowing yourself to just really relax into this whole business ownership and taking a more powerful, empowered, and confident approach when it comes to offering your services to other people. So in this session today, we're going to do a full recap of the 5 days. So I'm going to go over each day so you have this nice, tidy little video that you can just watch everything all in one shot, get a nice little overview. And of course, I'm going to interweave some of my own insights, thoughts, and ideas that come to me as I'm sharing these concepts. So I'll probably say some things that you heard on the challenge, as well as some things that you haven't heard me say in this particular challenge. So stay tuned. And if you make it all the way through to the end and you're here live, then I'll be offering you a guided meditation as well. So sit back, relax, grab a pen, whatever device you take notes on, and let's do a nice little overview of this challenge. Okay, so on day one, I started the journey where, really, this is the core of it all. It's like no matter what you're working towards, if you hit a stumbling block, if you're confused on which way to go, I invite you to come back to this day one, because this day one applies across the board to pretty much everything that's happening in your life. And this is the fundamental piece that has to be in place. So you cannot spend too much time on this day one focus. You cannot give it too much of your attention. There is not too much integration that you can do with this concept. So anytime that you are struggling, you're finding yourself in action, not taking the action that you really want to take, come back here. And where does it all begin? Self-love. If you don't develop an amazing partnership with yourself, if you don't commit to be unshakable in that partnership with yourself, you're always going to have struggles. You're going to have a push-pull relationship and experience in life, because you're only ever dealing with yourself no matter what it is that's happening. And if you're at odds fundamentally on the inside of yourself with the outside of yourself, you're always going to have this conflict happening. You're always going to have a little bit more struggle than what's needed, and it's always going to be a little bit harder to discern which direction to go. So instead of figuring out the path and making all the right moves, let's start the journey and return to, over and over again, this idea of cultivating a deeper, connected, more supportive, loving, compassionate partnership and relationship with yourself. And I invited you on day one to just commit from the start. As of right now, moving forward, you're just simply somebody who follows through. It's who you are. You can own these things. You can claim these things. You can declare these things in your life. And as you start speaking this, owning it, claiming it, and declaring it, guess what's going to happen? You're going to start to show up as if that's the truth in your life, right? And the beautiful thing about this self-love piece is that even if you falter, even if you're, human, and you get off track and you get distracted and you get caught up in what's happening around you, even if you get off track and distracted, it's okay, because if you get this loving, cultivated relationship with yourself, then you can lovingly, compassionately, and supportively assist yourself in getting back on track. And it's a completely different experience. And that is the foundational piece. So everything else is built on top of this. You're only going to be as confident as you are connected to your self-love. Making sense? This is like the foundation. This is like the pillars that give structure to the action that you take. And you're going to falter in your action if you don't have that self-love pillar really firm in place. And start using your power of relating to yourself, of speaking into existence that what you want, and understanding that you're going to show up how you talk to yourself. So if you tell yourself you're somebody who's lazy and procrastinates, never does anything right, guess how you're going to show up? People become who you tell them that they are, and you are no different. You become who you tell yourself that you are as well. So partner with yourself. Pay attention to that self-talk. How are you talking to yourself? Are you speaking to yourself like a loving partner would? Or would you quit if your boss ever spoke to you the way that you talk to your internal self? Yeah. So shift that self-talk. Begin a practice of I love you, just one a day. It will change your world. It will change your world beyond words that I can put out here in this video training to get you to understand it. It's something that you have to apply yourself. You have to integrate yourself, because if you want your world to change, you got to change. But what's cool about this whole self-love journey is that it's not changing yourself into someone else. It's rediscovering yourself and fully immersing yourself into this life experience. Totally different, right? And where does it start with? Foundational relationship with yourself. So once you have that whole perspective shift, really is what it is, perspective shift, and how you relate to yourself in your business, now guess what you can start to do? You can start to follow through. And understanding the power of follow through is what day 2 was focused on. Follow through creates the energetic and the physical space needed for what you want to come in. Over in the mastermind group right now this week, as I'm doing this recording, I'm taking them through a soul goal setting series where we can really just align our desires with our actions and allow ourselves to more easily reach goals, set goals, all that really good, juicy, fun, yay stuff, right? So the first thing that we do whenever we're trying to create something new is to clear out that which was taking its space. So you have to follow through. Whatever unfinished business you got laying around, get it taken care of. You're in the waiting period. What you want is on its way to you. So you've got time on your hands. You might as well use it to get into action. Get into action following through on those unfinished projects. Whenever you do that, not only do you create that physical and energetic space, you signal to life, hey, look at what a good steward I am with all of these goodies that I already have. I can handle all this, so I'm ready to send me more. When you're running around in this frantic panic, I don't have anything done, but I need more, I need more, I need more, and you're not taking care of what you got going on around you, life is like, holy schmoles, we need to take a step back and stop sending so much in that direction because this girl's going crazy. And we love you too much to have you be in too much overwhelm. So take a deep breath, my beloved. Connect to that tender one that's inside of you, send some love in that direction, and then get to action following through on the things that you haven't completed yet. Because what if life is waiting for you to finish and follow through so that life can finish and follow through on delivering what it is that you asked for. I don't know, I can't prove these things, but I tell you one thing, sweetie, you're going to feel a heck of a lot better after you're done completing those tasks. You're going to feel better. Even if you don't have what you want, you're going to feel better. Because what happens? What happens when you follow through? Come on, y'all. You took the challenge. You know what happens. When you follow through, you build your self-trust, which is what day 3 was focused on. Self-love gets you into a space where you become an advocate, a supporter, a fan, a partner in this endeavor that this external self is determined to get to, right? You partner with yourself with the I love yous. Guess what happens? You tell your partner, I love you. You're amazing. You're incredible. And guess what that partner says? Thank you. I really appreciate that. Watch what I do with this. And they start to follow through. Get it? Self-love cultivates follow through. Follow through builds your self-trust. You know why you don't trust yourself? You know why you doubt? Because you keep telling yourself you're going to do stuff and then you drop it. You abandon it. You get started on it and then you ditch. You bail. Either because life throws you a distraction, so you just completely get off course. You don't get the results that you think is going to happen with your actions. So you're like, oh, must be doing something wrong. And you abandon it before life can finish delivering. I mean, imagine that. Imagine, let's see, how will we see this? Imagine that you order a pizza, right? And the delivery guy's like at your door. And you like open the door and you're like, oh, great, the pizza's here. And then you just shut the door again. That's not going to give you your pizza. You got to open the door, you got to finish the transaction, you got to take the pizza, and then you have it. You don't just get it all at one time. It's not just like, I could really use a pizza. Bam, here's a pizza. It's just not how it works. But if you freak out and you cancel your order whenever it's on the way because it's taking too long, it's not going to get there. Or if you give up or you start freaking out and calling all your friends and family and canceling your Facebook pages and all that stuff just because the people aren't showing up, you didn't give them enough time to get there, babe. Take a breath. Follow through. Trust yourself. Self-trust will up your follow-through because that's part of the reason that we stop mid-process. We stop trusting ourselves, right? Is this making sense? Y'all that are online, give me some feedback here. Okay, good. Glad this is making sense. So, trust yourself, you follow through. You follow through, you trust yourself. And as you follow those papers, complete those tasks, send those emails, do those follow-ups, whatever it is that's hanging out there in space. You're clearing up the energetic space. You're freeing up space in here of thoughts, right? Because you don't have to hold on. Oh, yeah, I need to tell Sally, blah, 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 blah. Just tell Sally. Get it off your mind. Get it out your energetic space. Clear the space because what you want, kick it in because it's crammed full of all this unfinished business. Get to the follow-through. Build that self-trust. And when you get into a deeper level of self-trust, this is where you can start to clarify things in your business. You can start to identify that target market. You can start to find that ideal client. You can start to trust yourself to take action in speaking to that ideal client so that you can begin to really learn how to share your message in a way that isn't all about you, what you do, how you do it, why you do it, but is about them, what they need, and how you help them to get to it. You can feel the difference with just the words that I'm saying, let alone actually taking the action and implementing and integrating this into your life. So on day 3, I invited you to do just that. Take a look at who it is that you really want to talk to. Where do you find them? Help them find you and clarify that message. Getting out of the how of what you're offering and into the confidence that you have in your ability to deliver, because that's ultimately all that anybody is buying. Confidence. Your confidence that you can deliver results, their confidence that they're going to see something through. That's all that a transaction is. I like to keep things simple. All right. So once you build that self-trust, guess what happens? Guess what happens when you start to trust yourself? All of a sudden you can see clearly. All of a sudden when you're like, do I go left? Do I go right? Do I go left? Do I go right? And you're like, I trust myself. Man, you know which way to go. And you know that if you go left or right and you're meant to go the other way, guess what? You trust yourself. So you'll find your way back. It's okay to take that action. That's why this is a confidence challenge, right? Yes. Okay. So all that trust leads to clarity. And part of clarity is knowing which direction to go. Part of clarity is clearing out all those old garbage, all the old limiting beliefs, everything else that you're holding inside of you, this old narrative that has been running your life. Let it go. And I invited you to rewrite your story. Rewrite your story from now today, not who you were and what you used to think. Now today, rewrite that story and allow yourself to start living and reciting a more empowered story and experience of yourself. You change the narrative to the background of your life, guess what happens? You know what? The actions might not change, like the circumstances might not change, but I guarantee it, how you feel about it and how you experience you in the process can absolutely change. And that's where your power lies. So use it. Okay. So you rewrite your story. I hope you're still rewriting it. You know, just flip that script completely upside down. Start living life by a new narrative. And what you will find as you cultivate this deeper level of self-love, as you're inspired to take action and follow through, as that builds a higher level of self-trust and allows you to sink into your clarity, guess what you find once you tap into that clarity? Confidence. Because once it's clear, it's easy to get confident. Once you trust yourself, it's easy to get confident. These are the precursors. So when you find yourself falter, when you find yourself wavering, when you find yourself not taking action, especially on the things that you really want to take action on, this is where you look. What's my level of self-love? How much am I trusting myself to take action? And how much do I trust myself to, you know, course correct once the action's taken and I find that it's maybe not in the right direction, right? Which is always in the right direction. But that's a whole nother train. Okay, so confidence is where you can get into the space of actually engaging with your potential clients and making your offer, right? But us conscious entrepreneurs, we don't like sales pitches. We like to engage, we like to connect. And when we engage and we connect and we stay rooted in our heart of service, we become an advocate, a supporter, and a resource and a guide and an advisor for our potential clients instead of the sales person, right? None of us like that garbage. None of us do, right? Then you can actually align your intentions with the energy that you fully intend to bring to the service that you're providing. And you can get that wavering in confidence whenever it comes down to the money talk. You can toss that energy to the side, connect to this confident energy of being of service, and then you can more clearly offer what it is that you have. And when this technique is really done right, typically the other person will, when you've identified that market, when you've really learned how to speak to them, when you cater all your services to help them overcome their challenges and live into their ultimate results, then you're going to find that majority of your potential clients will actually ask you about your offering before you offer it to them. So I took you through a very brief overview of the approach that I take in dealing with clients and having sales conversations. And it really, it just changed everything in my business, which is why I'm sharing it with you. It is a total game changer in my business. But just like anything, you can't just take these concepts. You can't just watch these training videos. You can't just, show up, hit play, and then have your life change. You have to show up, hit play, and then change your life. Integrate it. Put it to work into your life. And that is the invitation that I offer to you. So it's not, did you show up? Did you watch every single video? It's, did you show up? Did you watch the video? Did you test these philosophies and principles out for yourself? Because that is going to be the thing that decides on how much consistent, lasting change you create in your life. And if you're somebody who took this challenge on and you really felt the benefits of it and you love that daily support, that daily accountability, then I invite you to take a look at my Power Shift Success System, because this is on early bird special right now. There's extra 60%. It's actually just over 60% that you can save on it right now through Sunday. So Sunday, which is the 21st, I believe it is, on midnight East Coast time, I will be closing down the early bird special, and then we'll go into the last call savings before officially starting the program. So I want to tell you about it today because it goes perfectly in alignment to continue this journey of shifting from fear into confidence. And what happened over 2017 is that I created a series of masterclass trainings that turned out to be power shifts. They were individually focused power shifts that allow you to shift the power of the circumstances around you back over to yourself. When you're dealing with money, when you're dealing with yourself, when you're dealing with your intuition, when you're dealing with your self-worth, when you're dealing with other people, and when you're dealing with life around you. And in this, what I did was I took all these power shifts and I put them together in a 3-month e-course series called the Power Shift Success System. And what this series is that it's a daily focus, bite-sized integration, even more bite-sized than the confidence challenge was for you. Bite-sized trainings that will blow your mind and revolutionize your experience of you no matter what is happening in the world around you. These power shifts they're it. They are the absolute mindset protocols that I live day in and day out of my life that has allowed me to create change, tap into my abundant flow, increase my finances, heal my relationship with my husband, get my business on track, become a better parent. I'm telling y'all, this is the mindset behind living an empowered life for sensitive, big feeling, empathic, conscious, aware, heart-centered folk. You do not have to get into the battle ring. You do not have to continue to fight with life. You do not have to continue to try to change yourself, get everything right in order to release these big rewards in life. You are inherently, by divine right, due to experience all the peace, love, abundance, and fulfillment in your life. And if you are not currently experiencing that in your life, or there's some areas that you are and some areas that you're not, it's because in those areas that you're not, you're giving your power away to the circumstances. And through these power shifts, I hold your hand. I guide you step by step how to integrate these simple power shifts that allow you to tap back into your power, to shift it over from whatever is happening around you to whatever is happening within you, and allow you to shift your experience of yourself, which will allow you to re-enter these same situations from a more empowered perspective and allow you to line up more accurately with what the truth is about life so that you can have an easier, more flowing, flexible, supported, fulfilling, sweet enjoyment of life versus this push-pull, stumbling kind of situation that a lot of us have fallen into. So 3 months of content delivered to your inbox. We're going to do a 3-week focus on money because, quite frankly, it takes 21 days at least to start to form a new habit. And when we're talking about something that gets so many emotions so stirred up as money and finances, I did a full 21-day focus on helping you to shift your relationship with money, shift your relationship with yourself whenever finances come into the picture, or quite frankly, whenever they leave the picture. How confident are you when your income starts to decline? How confident are you whenever you don't have an overflowing amount of money in your bank account? If you waver, falter, start to panic, when any of these things happen, I highly encourage you to consult with your heart. It will guide you in this way, but consider this 21-day money power shift, which is just the beginning of the power shift success system. I'll take you through a full focus on money. We'll take a week break from content. I will do a live group coaching session with you and everybody else who's going through the program. I will make sure that all of your integration questions are answered before we move on to phase 2. Phase 2 is going to be focused on shifting your experience of yourself. I'll take you through a deep dive experience and connecting to a deeper level of self-love, of a better understanding, connecting to and interpreting your own intuition so you can become your own guide and leader confidently in your life. And I will take you through getting more deeply connected to your self-worth and your self-value, because if you are not in touch with this piece, you will always struggle in offering your services and receiving the amount of money that you need to really support the life that you desire, that your heart desires. So after that 3-week focus on yourself, we're going to take another pause of content and we're going to focus on integration with another support call. Ask all your questions. I will be there live Q&A until everybody is complete. And then we'll start the final phase of the Power Shift Success System, which is your relationship with the world around you. I'm going to take you again, day by day, bite-sized videos, little reflective journaling pieces that you can take on or not. Inspiration, music. I mean, this course has everything. No matter what your learning style is, no matter how much time you have or don't have, bite size, no excuses, go as deep as you want to with this course. It's amazing. But if you don't have a lot of time, 10 minutes in and out, I'm telling you, every single day, you will have it down. Tell I'm a little passionate about this because it felt amazing to put a course out there that I know is the answer. Now I can help you with the integration part. But as far as basic, practical, tangible steps, I'm telling you, this is what I do every single day in my life, and it makes miracles. It makes miracles, but you're not going to experience it for yourself until you integrate it. And that's what's cool. It's that this is universal stuff. So you're going to get these results. And you have that integrative support to help you to get those results. So it's super powerful. So I skipped over this, but the last phase of the program, I'm going to take you step by step through what your role is in the manifestation and co-creation process. And I'm also going to take you through my relationship power shift, which will allow you to deal with all these rascally rascals that are popping up on the scene left and right that seem to be getting in your way, naysaying you, holding you back, limiting your experience, right? And pushing all your buttons and bringing up all your stuff. I'm going to show you how you can stay heart-centered and empowered and watch them change before your eyes without them changing at all, only you changing how you are experiencing them. If this sounds good to you, definitely check it out. Again, it's on early bird special until Sunday at midnight. You're going to hear me talk about this a lot because this is a powerful system and I want to make sure that everybody knows about it. Right now, it is on early bird special for only $444. $444. That's over 60% savings of what it's going to be once the whole thing's underway. So get in now. Get in now. You can pay $444 up front, or you can split that into 4 payments of $111. Doesn't matter to me. Get your deposit in there, and that pricing will be guaranteed for you. So you get 3 months of the course. You get 3 group coaching sessions with me, and you also, as a bonus, I'm including 6 months integrative support in my mastermind community. So you will have no excuses for fully integrating this into your life. You'll have access to me in the mastermind group to ask your questions, to get more clarity. You'll get to participate in monthly group healing sessions. You'll get to participate in the masterclass series that's going to be dropping in there, which is going to be focused on the physical action and structure needed to get a physical part of your business together so you can have some business structure. We're going to be niching down. We're going to be crafting marketing messages. We're going to be clarifying prices, services. We're going to be talking about how serving is the new selling. I'm going to give you all the physical steps needed in the mastermind to complement all the mindset that you get in the Power Shift system so that you can have full integration and completely change your life and your world and every experience that you have within it in 2018. So excited about this. Only $444. That's it. That's it. Now, after midnight on Sunday, that price is going to go up to $777. Still an amazing deal. Still going to be excited. Still going to be talking about it. And then in February, once the program's underway, I'm going to keep enrollment open, but it's going to be a little bit higher at $1111. So you can see how much savings there is. This is not going to go away. It will be here for you, but the price is going to go up. And then once it's underway, that's where it's going to be at. I'm going to do deals as well for partners to join. So if you got a partner that wants to join with you, reach out to me. I will get you set up and make sure that you get an even better deal for the two of you coming in. And I also pay out for referrals. So maybe you're already in the mastermind and you're watching this and you've already gone through the power shifts and you're like, hey, you know, I've already got access to all this stuff, Chrissy. But I have friends that are interested. Well, send them over. I will give you a referral fee for sending them my way. So, okay. Whew. Thank you so much for letting me get that off my heart, because I've been very excited about it. And with the holidays and everything, I haven't gotten to talk about it as much as I would like to, but I definitely wanted to make sure that I got that out there for you today. And you know what? I think that that's everything that was on my agenda to cover today. So I'm going to unmute the lines, and if anybody who is here live, if you have any questions around the confidence challenge, if you have any questions around the PowerShift success system or the mastermind, if you got any questions at all, I have the lines open right now, and you can just either chat in on the chat, or you can speak out and let me know if there's any integration points around this confidence challenge, any questions that you have about the PowerShift success system before I close out our recording and get started with the guided meditation. So give me just a minute if anybody wants to hop out. Okay. All right. Oh, I know what I didn't tell you. Where can you find information on the PowerShift Success System? You can either go to bit.ly/shift your power, or you can go to holisticrestoration.com/shift your power, and you can find full details, all that good stuff. If you got any questions, just shoot me a message. If you want to talk further before signing up, we can do that too. I want to make sure that you are confident and happy about your choice, because I'll just put it this way. If you're feeling guided to check it out, check it out. If you're feeling guided to join, join. The rest will take care of itself. Okay. Well, I am going to thank everybody who has been here and watching the replay to this point. I am going to close out this replay. I'm going to get started on the guided meditation. If you want in on the guided meditation, be here live next time. And I look forward to seeing y'all at the next challenge. If you want to join the soul goal setting masterclass that's happening right now in the mastermind, let me know. I'll get you hooked up with that. And otherwise, I will just see you at the next time around. Oh, actually, come back in about 30 minutes because I'm going to go live with a training around what 2 factors will make or break your success. All right. Love y'all. See you next time.